Yeah, Dopest Community was popping. We are here for part 3 of this 2024 champion album. Bones dropped this at the beginning of the year. It was the first joint to set off what is five. We got like five or six albums he dropped this year, man. Y'all make sure y'all check out the channel. We got them all on the channel. But yeah, very impressive work. This is an acoustic album. Like I said, I've been rocking with it. We're 4 tracks in. Now we're about to check out track 5 and 6, Trampoline, Defending Your Life. Let's get right into it, man. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope it gets better. Manifest that shit. Tell yourself it's going to be a great day. Don't let all the negativity and negative people get you down. Stay positive. And if you're at work, man, just mentally put yourself at home. That's what I do. If I'm at work and I'm getting irritated, I take myself back to the crib and I'm sitting on the couch watching TV or I'm making some content. My mind is there, my body's there. You know what I'm saying? My body's in the present, my mind is in the future. And that's the way I look at it. But yeah, y'all, let's get right into Trampoline, man. Appreciate everybody showing up. Mm.
I remember when my friend jumped off the roof. The very next day she saw me with you. I remember. I know you remember too. Looking at the clouds from the trampoline. Bonfire smoke on through the trees. I remember. I remember the memory. How easy you feel like pain. Never mattered if you'd be a million miles away. Take every moment, throw it away. Take every moment, throw it away. When it all falls down, will you really be around? Was it something you just told me? No, I never made a sound, but you know I was in town. Cause one thing you have shown me, time will change with every lie you made to yourself. Why would I do that? You said it was easier to not make a choice today.
Killing that guitar, man. Gotta love it. Fire, 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 man. I love the sound of this album. It's so peaceful, man. And then what Bones is writing, man, and then Bones, like with the, like his style with the guitar is always dope. We already know he has a million styles and everything based on the beat and the producer. He shows up differently for each one of them. It's almost like you're listening to a different artist. But like this one right here, and then when I hear trampolines, when I first started listening to this, man, it just took me back, like nostalgic. Like my mom, she never let us have trampolines, man. Her biggest fear was us falling off it and breaking our neck. So if we were jumping on trampolines, we had to go to somebody else's house. But if we're over there, we couldn't let her know that we was jumping on the trampoline. We had a neighbor across the street, right? So when you jump on their trampoline, like you can see, you could see us in the backyard, like jumping in the backyard, right? So it was like when she's there, we didn't jump on the trampoline. When she would go to the store, we'd go over there and jump on the trampoline and everything. You know what I'm saying? So like, because we already knew what time it was, so she'll go crazy. And even my kids, they got a trampoline, but they got like barriers around it. They learn how to do flips and everything on it. But yeah, so like it was nostalgic when he's like, I remember when my friend jumped off the roof. The very next day, she saw me with you. Now, when I first heard this, I was like, oh man, we're just starting it with death. You know what I'm saying? But I'm thinking, y'all let me know in the comments, cause it could be a backstory to it that I'm not privy to. But he's like, I remember my friend jumped off the roof. The next day you saw me with you. So it's like, I'm thinking they jumped off the roof onto the trampoline. That's something I would never do though. I was always scared to do that. I always thought, what if the trampoline breaks or I miss the trampoline when I jump, right? So he's like, the very next day she saw me with you. I remember, I know you remember it too, looking at the clouds from the trampoline, going for a smoke under the trees. Like, and that's another thing too, man. I remember that laying down the trampoline, looking up at the stars or looking up at the sky and everything. It was a really great feeling. But of course, like, when you have siblings and everything, you can't just enjoy yourself. So I'll be laying on the trampoline looking up there, and maybe my friend across the street or maybe my brothers jump on the trampoline while I'm laying there, which of course it ruins your peace. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody out there with siblings. But yeah, so he was like looking at the clouds from the trampoline, going for a smoke under the trees. So obviously going to go smoke something under the trees. I remember the memory of you and how how is it you feel my pain? And then you hear him in the background with the ad lib, my pain. That's why I was laughing when that part came, y'all. You can always count on bones to be bones. It never mattered if you're millions of miles away. Take every moment and throw it away. Take every moment and throw it away. Y'all break that down for me right there. What is it? How it is to feel your pain. It never mattered if you're a million miles away. So I guess feeling their pain no matter where they are. Take every moment and throw it away. It was like, and it all falls down. Will you really be a while? Like, will you really be here when everything goes to shit? Or was it something you just told me? Like, you really go ride for me, or is it just something you said? You gotta live your raps. That's what me and the people I grow up with, we talk about living your raps. Like, if you say you go do something, and then the time comes and you don't do it, you don't live your raps. You know what I'm saying? And like that right there, like my whole life, that those are things that, and that's the thing about, I be putting my expectations of myself on other people. So when somebody says, "Man, this happens, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that," well, such and such comes to me, I'm gonna tell them this, and then I see the opposite. I kind of knock you down a chair. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't completely disassociate with you, but I'm like, all right, cool. You kind of, you know what I'm saying? You don't be living your raps for real, man. You might be able to make it up, but then, hey, it is what it is. So pretty much that's what he's saying, man. Live your raps. Are you really gonna live your raps? So, and it all falls down. Will you really be a while, or was it just or was it something you just told me? No, I never made a sound, but knew you was in town. If there was one thing you have shown me, time will change. If there's one thing you show me, time will change. So pretty much saying, if I learned anything from you, I learned that time will change. With every lie you make to yourself, why would I do that the same? It was easier to not make a choice today. That right there is wild, man. The way he ended it, man, drops mic. It's easier not to make a choice. And you know how it is, man. Some days, when things are going on, it's like, you don't know. Sometimes you got to sit back, think about things before you make your decision. He was like, it's easier to not make a choice. Decisions can be hard. So yeah, that was Trampoline, man. Another fire track by Bones. All right, Defending Your Life is the next one, man. That's a crazy title too. Let's get it.
All the years we'll never get back. All the tears I can't hold back. My text you'll never get that. I had a dream you called me back, but it was just a nightmare. You're still gone, I'm still right here, waiting to come around, waiting to come around. This I know, I hear your voice everywhere I go. See your face every time I close my eyes. Every time I close my eyes, it's you.
He's killing it on them strings, man. He is a monster in them strings. Shouts to Philip, man.
I'd stay here, I'd never leave. But I've been defending myself so hard these last few days, and I just don't want to be judged anymore. I have this wonderful feeling inside of me, but I'm just tired of being judged.
It's okay. But I'm gonna miss you.
Hmm. So that right there was Defending Yourself, man. So all right, so I like this song right here. Obviously, like Philip was killing it on them strings, man. I don't know. Is this my favorite one up here so far, man? I'm not sure. I gotta go back and give it another spin. But this one right here, I just like the way it started and everything. He's like, all the years will never get back. All the tears I can't hold back. That's another thing too, y'all. I talked about that in one of my other videos, man. Make memories, man. Create memories with your family and friends, because you never know. Tomorrow's not promised. I know people say it all the time, but at this time in life, it seems like everybody's dying and all this other crazy stuff is going on in the world. So it's like, make memories, man, so people can remember you, and then if someone else passes away, you can remember them, and you'll be happy you made those memories. But yeah, so he's like, all the years will never get back, all the tears I can't hold back. So obviously, I'm feeling away. All the tears I can't hold back. My text, you'll never get that. I had a dream, you called me back. So obviously someone has passed away or someone is no longer in his life. That's what he's talking about when he says all the years will never get back. All the tears I can't hold back. My text, you'll never get that. I had a dream, you called me back. But it was just a nightmare. That's crazy right there, man. You're still growing up, still right here. Waiting to come around, waiting to come around. This I know. I hear your voice everywhere I go. I see your face every time I close my eyes. Every time I close my eyes, it's you. So y'all let me know what this what he's talking about with this one right here. Is this a friend that is no longer with us, or is it like or is it a relationship? The person still does exist, but they just don't speak anymore. Those are the two things I take from it. And then you have the outro sample. It's like, let's stay here. I never leave, but I've been defending myself so hard these last few days. I just don't want to be judged anymore. I have this wonderful feeling inside me, but I'm just tired of being judged. And then the other person's like, it's okay. I'm going to miss you. So this comes from a 1991 movie called Defending Myself, hence the name of the track and everything. Yeah, and that's where he named it after. And that's crazy because, like, it seems like he's taking a lot of I ain't gonna say a lot, but he's taking like a couple to a few like movie references and all that. And we know Bones does that all the time. He'll take a reference and then he'll have people googling it and everything, or like watching movies. I know he had me doing that. Just figuring out what certain things are, because Bones got an old soul. Like this movie, yo, dog, they talking about this movie, man. This movie came out in 1991. How old were you in 1991? I know the majority of y'all probably weren't even born. I'll put it this way, man. Yeah, man. In 1991, I was 3 years old, dog. I was 3 years old in 1991, dog. 90s was the best era, in my opinion. Best era for music, all that shit, man. 90s was the shit. Love me some 90s, man. 90s hip hop, 90s R&B, 90s funk, 90s rock, all that stuff, man. The 90s was just like the shit. 90s to early 2000s, it was just like the shit. Early, like, 90s all the way through to like maybe mid 2000s. Nah, it kept going after that because Wayne had his mixtape run and all that stuff. Yeah, so it was going for a minute, man. But yeah, but my golden era is the '90s, man. Salute the Bones, man. Appreciate everybody showing up. Y'all let me know which one is y'all favorite on this album. Do y'all still spin this album? When do y'all put this album on? Is it part of like your? It seems like a morning routine album, to be honest, man. I could picture like this playing in the morning while I'm getting ready for work or something like that. I'm getting ready to start a day because it's a really short album and it's only 8 tracks. So it'll definitely get your mood right and everything, man. Salute the Bones. Salute to everybody for pulling up. Make sure y'all check back tomorrow, man. We're going to conclude the album. And shit, by the time this song drop, hold on, let me look at the calendar real quick. What is this? Monday, Tuesday? Oh, nah, man. Okay, never mind. I take back what I was about to say. I ain't even gonna ruin the video for that. But yeah, man, appreciate everybody showing up. Thanks for all the love and support. You guys are the greatest, man. I will see y'all tomorrow when we conclude this album, man. And it is not over for Bones. We still gonna have Bones content on the channel for everybody that's wondering that, man. Protect your peace with your peace. Stay away from negativity and naysayers. Holla at y'all on the next one. Y'all be easy. Peace.